Hello everybody and welcome to Storytime with me, Miss Anna. Lovely to have you all here this week. For me, it's been a very busy week. I went back to school after a very long time and I was so tired. And apart from being tired, I also felt that I was a little bit nervous, like a little bit scared, because I didn't know what was waiting for me, because I've been away for so long. It was all new to me, and I went to a new school, and I realized that I had to be brave to try. Because otherwise, if I listened to that scared, that little bit of nervous inside me, I would have said, no, I can't do it. But I heard it, and then I had to say to myself, come on, Miss Anna, you've got to be brave. And I found a story about being brave. And I thought I'd read it to you because maybe you felt like that, like I did this week. And that you have to be brave. Some of us have to be brave every day with the things that we have to do. So I hope you're going to enjoy this story as much as I did. The story is called The Lion Inside. And the author is Rachel Bright, so she's the person who wrote all the words. And the illustrator is Jim Field, and he drew these amazing illustrations or pictures. Let's have a listen. The Lion Inside. Oh, wow. This is the introduction page. Look at this. This looks like a... Oh, there's some bones. Skeleton bones. Oh my goodness. And it looks like it's right at the top. There's something there. Right by the big yellow sun. And then there's this little character. Let's find out. In a dry, dusty place, where the sand sparkled gold, stood a mighty flat rock, all craggy and old. And under that rock, in a tiny full house, lived the littlest, quietest, meekest brown mouse. So he lives right at the bottom, right there under the rock. And they're giving us a picture to show us where his little house is. He was so very tiny, so incredibly small, that nobody noticed him ever at all. All the other animals are way up there. Hello, there he is. Oh, Mommy, he's so small. Ow, he got trod on and sat on. Ouch, and missed out for stuff. Ignored and forgotten. Yes, mouse life was tough. All because he was so small or tiny, yes. Meanwhile, far above, on top of the rock, times were quite different. It was Lion O'Clock. There he is. Oh, he does look mean and scary, doesn't he? This huge, toothsome creature made sure everybody everyone saw how important he was by how loud he could. What do you think he does loud to the lion? Roar! Loud he could roar. He made sure everybody knew who he was and that he was mean and scary. Good grief! Look at all those teeth. He was head of the pack. That means he was like the leader. He was shouty and tough. He loved showing the crowd he was made of strong stuff. Yes, all were impressed by this mighty King Cat. If only, thought Mouse, I could be more like that. So little Mouse would love to be a little bit more like the mighty lion. Then, late one dark night, in his Minnie Mouse bed, the cleverest thought popped into his head. He jumped from the covers and held up a paw. I got it, he said. What I need is a roar. I mean, what if this mouse was the weeniest squeak was a little bit more and a little less meek? Well, he'd still be the smallest of fuzzy brown mice, but he'd make friends and join in, and life would be nice. So he thinks if he learns to roar like lion, he would be able to make friends. I wonder if his thinking is right. Let's see. Yes, thought the mouse, I must find out how. I will learn how to roar, and I will learn it now. But, gulp, oh my gosh, there was only one beast who could teach him this thing, but might make him a feast. Who do you think he's talking about? Yeah, that lion, yes. It was time to be strong. Take a chance. After all, forever was such a long time to feel small. So now he wants to go up to the top of the rock and ask Lion to help him, to teach him how to roar. But he's a bit scared because he is so small. So he made himself brave, and he thought like a winner. He set off for the top, hoping not to be dinner. It felt like the scariest thing he could do. But if you want things to change, you first have to change you. So he had to be brave to go up that rock. He wouldn't stand at the bottom and shout down, the lion won't hear him. So he had to go up. Oh, here he goes. Oh, look at that. Look how high it is. The further he climbed, the closer he got to the slumbering lion reclining on top. Then at last, as he stood on his tippy toes, he found himself suddenly nose to nose. Look at that. Oh my goodness, how brave does he have to be? Wow. Pardon me. Wake up, Mr. Lion. You've got company. Squeak, Mr. Lion. What I've come to you for is... Squeak, do you think you could teach me your roar? He could hardly get his words out. But he is so brave to even just speak to the lion. But look, Lion's eyes are closed. Look at that face. A silence befell that twinkling plain. Lion opened his eyes and puffed out his mane. This is his mane. The lion has got mane around his head, a mane. Time slowed right down. Why, it felt like a week. Then he opened his mouth. This is Lion. He opened his mouth and let out an eek. Lion was scared. Oh my goodness. I don't think Mouse ever thought that this was going to happen. I think when Lion opened his mouth, Mouse thought, oh, here we go, I'm dinner now. But Lion went, eek. Good grief. The lion was shaking, his paws all a-fumble. He was backing away with a scrambling tumble. Don't hurt me, he whimpered. Oh, try to be nice. Well, my goodness, the lion was frightened of mice. Don't worry, Mouse peeped. I'm a friend, not a foe. So he says, I'm friendly. I'm not here to hurt you. I'm not your enemy. Let's rock this together. We'll have fun, don't you know? I wonder what he's got in mind, this little mouse. That was a magical moment for sure, when Mouse didn't feel at all small anymore. Look where he is, sitting on top of Lion's head. He had found his true voice and learned to speak out. And for that, you don't need to roar or to shout. And from that day on, and always, the two were a pair. They both liked that rock better, now that rock was to share. The mouse, while still little, felt big in his head. And Lion, he still roared, but with laughter instead. Ha 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 ha! I think Lion even surprised himself that he couldn't believe that he was scared of such a tiny little thing. And now, because Mouse was really friendly and he was really kind and brave, that Lion accepted him as a friend. Yes, that day they both learned that no matter your size, we all have a mouse and a lion inside. The end. I hope you enjoyed that story with me, and I hope you learned something. That even though we sometimes feel like a little mouse, that nobody sees us and we're a little bit scared of everything, we do have a lion inside of us. And it's not a lion that's roaring and shouting and being bossy all day. but it's accepting others around us and showing kindness every day to those that we meet. Have a lovely week. I shall see you next week. Bye.